I've just duplicated my fall 2022 site into spring 2023. And my next step is to update all the dates throughout my Isidore site. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down to the Site Info tool and click on the Date Manager tab. And this will show me all the dates throughout my course that are entered into the system. And what I mean by that are dates like your open dates for assignments, your due dates for assignments. This doesn't mean dates that you've actually typed in yourself. For instance, if in the lessons tool you you typed into a text box that said, students, just a reminder, there's a quiz upcoming on September 16th. Please remember to study hard for that quiz. So you type that date in, that date is not going to be showing up in this tool because it's not kind of saved into the system in a meaningful way, I guess. It's saved, but not in a way that would show up here. So this tool will show me my assignments dates, my tests and quizzes dates, my lessons dates for the most part. And I want to shift them. So this is the fall 2022 semester. I want to shift it to spring 2023. And this you can use between any semesters. So if you're duplicating a fall 22 site to fall 23, then you can follow this method. You can do it between if you're duplicating summer 22 to fall 23, you could do this. You just have to kind of figure out when your open date is from the old site and your open date for the new site. So in this case, I know that the fall semester my class started on August 22nd, and I know that the spring semester starts on January 9th, and that's the number of days that I want to shift everything by. So to do this, I'll calculate the duration between those two dates, and I just Googled calculate the days between, and it brought me to this site, timeanddate.com, and I entered August 22nd, and I entered January 9th, and I said calculate duration, and that is 140 days. So now I'll go back to my Isidore site, and I'll say, I want to shift everything by 140 days. So just to see what that looks like, I'm going to say apply to expanded sections only, and my dates are immediately updated. I will have to do some fine tuning for spring break, standard, stuff like that, but this is great. This gets me in the ballpark for all of my dates. And now you might ask, do I want to apply to expanded sections only, or do I want to apply to all dates? I prefer to do apply to expanded sections only, and I only expand the tools where I want to shift the dates. So for instance, I don't really want to shift my dates in my calendar tool. You can if you want to, but your calendar actually, if you've duplicated your sites for many years at this point, your calendar actually has a lot of dates in it from the past. So you can see I have my 2020 dates. I'm sure if I went back further, there'd be some 2019 dates. And that's fine. You can keep those in there. Those are because they're all set to be in the past, and no students don't really ever see that view in the calendar. But I don't really need to shift those dates forward because when I post my assignments, that option to send the dates to the calendar should be automatically selected. And so the new date will show up on the calendar. So I don't need to shift my calendar dates. I don't really need to shift my announcements dates. Definitely not resources for the most part, and definitely not gradebook. So really, I like to just say, I want to shift my assignments dates. I'm going to expand my tests and quizzes because I want to shift those dates as well, and my lessons dates. If I had dates set in the forums, I would also expand that, but in this site, I don't have any forums dates. So I'll just keep these three sections expanded, and then I will press apply to expanded sections only. And now my dates are updated to the spring semester, and I want to just press save changes and confirm those changes, and my dates were updated successfully. Now I still have to go to my assignments tool and post my assignments, but now I'm in the ballpark of when I want those dates to occur. The one thing I'll say real quick is that in lessons, this will update all your date release settings, but if you have dates entered into your lessons pages like this, because those were typed in, they're not really those system dates that I'm talking about, and so those still have to be updated manually if you're going to include them, but you also don't have to keep including those. I think it's beneficial for students to have those dates versus just the week number, but you could also consider putting in the topics. So you could say like week 1 topic this, week 2 topic this, and that may help students also stay on track. There's lots of different ways you can do your titling of your pages. But if you do need to update these dates, what you can do is go to the main page of the lessons tool, and if you have the lessons tool set to expand and collapse, to get here to this page where you can kind of see this bulk edit option, you click on lessons, and then you might have to click on it again to load this main page. And once you get here, you can click on bulk edit subpages, and then you can change all the titles of these subpages in one spot, and then just press save. What I like to do is I like to pull up the academic calendar or our schedule. We have a template schedule. So if I switch over to that, this schedule I update every semester to have the current semester's dates on it, and so I can just kind of refer to that and update those dates very easily with this information. To find that calendar, if you go to learn.udayton.edu and go to the lessons tool, and then go to Isidore onboarding, then to setting up your course site, then the syllabus and schedule, you can click on this to download the schedule template.